Hello, stars and starlets, and welcome back to my second life. And do we have a conversation to be had? So, as the title has introduced, AI is coming to Second Life. And I can't even say AI is coming to Second Life, AI has been in Second Life. That's another conversation. But in a nutshell, there's this new character creator AI that was introduced to Premium Plus members. In that situation, it's still beta, it's still testing. And this AI creator honestly was more than I thought it was. When I first got the email to test it out, there's so much bad rap around AI that, yes, your brain instantly went to stealing art, not yours, but I feel like they needed to address it differently. The AI is really only used for communication, and that communication is trained by the person creating the character, which would be you and I. So I went ahead and tested this, and let me tell you, I actually was very excited to test this and try it out. So the character designer is experimental, and it was supposed to be optimized to be used as NPC greeters, store clerks, quest givers, and the other side was personal companions. Now, as I go into this, I'll tell you right now, when I started digging into creating this character, my brain went to if you want your own partner, if you want siblings, if you want your alt children to actually have communication, if you want a butler, if you want parents, that's where my brain went to. Because when I show you how you can set this up, they don't need to lead it with AI. They need to lead it with a personal companion, but still you control what goes into the avatar, how it speaks, and where it gets its conversation from. That's the part of it that I wasn't expecting when I got in there. So I was actually surprised, to say the least, when I saw that. And I was really shocked that it was actually better than that, than what I was expecting. So now let's go in and talk about it. So when you first were to get into your AI character, you can choose a character's purpose. Right now, the public character is not available. So the public character would be the one suitable for greetings, store assistants, and other bots. They only have the personal companion available, where it's your own personal bot intended to accompany you as you explore the world, bond with you, and interact mostly or only with you. I feel like they should have led with that, because when they sent the email, it did not, I feel like reading it did not portray that. So I almost didn't even try this feature. So when you start out with a companion, you can pick whether it's a kindred spirit, a fierce flame, a curious trailblazer, or there's no template and you're going off of purely your imagination and all the things that you're going to pull together with it. From there, this is the part that really I think will pull out people's roleplay, backstory, all the goods that I didn't know I was ready for. So if you already have an alt, you go in and you make the character yourself. You give it a name. It doesn't have to be the name that is on the alt. It could be a different name. So in my case, I already named my alt Nico, so I stuck with that and I put his name in. And then you literally go into a full 10,000 character, if you want to use it all, backstory. You give your character a story, a backstory. You have to let it know you are Nico. What are the physical appearance that your character has? What's the personality? Whether their likes, their dislikes? What is the description? Now, those of us that are storytellers that really dive into roleplay, I told my besties this, and I was like, now you guys, I really think would have fun with this character description, because it literally takes that imagination and you put it into your character. This is the part that they should have led with. Because as soon as I read that and I scrolled through these pages, I instantly was like, oh my gosh, let me put the time and energy into this. They should have led with that. So after you go through the name and go through your full description of the backstory of your companion, you then go in and you explain what the speaking style is. So once you go in, you give a description of how they will speak. Are they formal? Are they casual? Are they enthusiast? Are they reserved? Are they very articulate? Are they blunt? Are they mean? Think about the characteristics of what your character is, what their backstory is, what your alt is going to be doing with you. And then you actually put in their speaking style. And you can go in and add multiple examples. So you can put in different experiences of if they were talked to this way, this is how they respond. If they were talked to this way, again, this is how they respond to that. And you can go in and re-edit any of this stuff at any moment and at any time. So nothing is set in stone when you create your character and really break it down. From there, that's when you attach your alt to this specific character settings. You'll have to go in and put your legacy name of the alt that you have. In our case, my alt is Parker Sims. So then you would go in and put all of its login information, because they need to be able to log in from the AI character hub, the site, and you need to give them a location. So you need to copy the slur where you want them to land and where they will come in. And when you do that, you can actually set up to if your character will only talk to you. Now, I don't know if people try to talk to it and you have it set to only you. I don't know if they get a message saying not allowed. I don't know, because I have mine right now open to talk. And so when you do message it, you do get a message that says this is a bot. And so the people are like, oh, okay. But I don't know if you have it set to not talking to everyone. I don't know if the IM is blacked out or if they get a message saying, I don't know what it does. But this is the part with a personal companion. People are getting mixed up with the bots. The personal companion and the other one are separate. This personal companion, you can control that it only is for you and not allowed to talk to other people. So I think that's important to put out there as well, that if that bot does talk sideways to other people, you have to go to the creator who did it. They have it talking like that to others. And I think that's what a lot of people are going to find themselves in trouble with. Because I'm not making a companion that I want to share with anybody. It's my personal companion. But of course, I wouldn't mind if my friends did interact with it for a roleplay purpose. But going out and about, it's not important for everyone to talk to my companion. But I see a lot of people going sideways, and I can see people possibly losing their accounts because their bot is going sideways to someone and they're reporting it. It's not going to go to the alt account. It's going to go to the person who originally created it. So that's something that really needs to be understood as well. And then on top of that, you have it set to whether this bot is inappropriate or not inappropriate. So if you don't want your bot having adult conversations, you can have it to where it's not. That's where the thought of came to your alts that you make for your children that you control. You could possibly set this up for that, because one, you're giving them that backstory, you're giving them the information, you're giving them all of that. So I can see that it could go well. And then on top of that, I would not have anyone talking to my child, so that would be turned off. So that's why I think it is trying to open up a different type of companion than what is out there. Because I know, yes, there are companions out there, but this is opening up a different type to where, yes, it is pushed by Second Life, but second, it is still creator based. We still have control over what is being said, how it's being said. And of course, AI is still fresh and new to a lot of us. AI can be good, AI can be bad. In this form, I believe it's just text. It's going to go off of the text that it's pulling out there, the text that you're giving to it, the communication that is there. Compared to the art of AI, the AI that is being used for stealing art, that one is a whole different ball field, I feel like, compared to communication, because words can come from anybody. You know what I mean? So once you get through all of this, you now have your personal companion and it is ready to go. And like I said, you can go in at any time and reset up and all of this. As of right now, they have it set down to you can have up to 20 companions, 2 being the max during this beta. But I couldn't imagine, honestly, having more than 2. Because at that point, you're just doing all the things. Of course, everyone has a different lifestyle in Second Life, so maybe you need that many. But as you go through here, you have your character, and they will each set up as you have them individually. You can go through and do your settings. You can assign interactions. You can create a copy of this one. Maybe they have a twin, and you want to like run the base from this one to that one. And then you can get to UUID, or you can delete it from here. And then you can go in and edit it anytime and set it up. The thing is, when you're on this screen, this is where you would connect your character to Second Life. There is a little moon that pretty much shows that it's sleeping. When you click that and have it go to the person, that is when your avatar companion will be live. Now, I wish this next section here was me showing you the AI in action, but sadly, they have currently shut it down, not permanently. This was open for a couple of weeks, and there were problems because, you know, it is beta, but they have temporarily shut it down. I will put the community link down below. There was a post from Darcy Linden on December 21st that said, "Thank you for joining. Thank you for taking everything in, and thank you for the feedback. The bold experiment is exciting, and it was proceeding, but they did decide to shut it down for now because there's a lot of us that are getting error codes, and the error code when you try to log in your avatar, it's been saying online limit reached, and everybody is starting to get it, and it's either that there's not enough space for it, or I don't really know what's going on, but they did have to shut it down for a while so they can work out the kinks. It's kind of like the online app. Like it's new, and they needed people to test it out to see where the kinks are and what is happening. But everyone has started getting these error codes, and so they're going back to the drawing board. I'm keeping my character created profile up. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to keep an eye on it and see, you know, when they re-announce it and when they start getting it back up. I don't know if they need to get more licensing. To make sure. I feel like there were more people trying to get on and using it than they anticipated, which honestly isn't a shocker to me, because I wasn't going to get on it until I started digging, and then I went to the creator and I was like, whoa, I actually do want to try this. It's sad that it's already shut down, but it's also exciting that they are going to go back to the drawing board to reintroduce it. But I will put that link down below. You may have to scroll to find it. It is Darcy Linden in the community Second Life forum that made this announcement, again, like I said, on December 21st. So let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts of this personal companion that they're trying to push out? And I know when we throw that AI thought in there, it is such a scary thing. But as I said before, there's pretty much kind of been a sense of AI already in Second Life. This is just more fixated on, we will actually get to control that on the real person side to decide what our character is going to be doing, saying, and acting. But I personally, after I dug into it, I'm actually like, you know what, I feel like I can personally get behind this section, because I know how I would use my character. Now, I can't speak for everyone else, but I know how I would use it and how I would let my friends know, and I would let my friends communicate with it. Especially the Nico that I created. So let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts? Did you get to test out the character companion, and what did you think about it? And again, there's no point in hard bashing. It is still beta. There are going to be kinks, and that's why it's always important that you guys give feedback and let the Lindens know. And this is with any type of game or online situation that's new. Anything that is in beta, it is always best to send your honest feedback rather than bashing it in a way, because it's new. There's going to be kinks. They need consumers to test it out, because we may see things that they don't while they've already done their testing. So don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, hit that little bell so you'll miss any of the next videos. And if you catch me on the grid, make sure you say hi, and then we can cut up a rug somewhere and have a good time. So have a good rest of your day or night wherever you are, and this is Lunagalaxy out.